Alright, so it's probably about 9 o'clock on Tuesday evening, and I've just finished a 1.5 hour turbo training session focused in my heart rate zone 2, and I've been working between high cadence and a strength phase. So I've been doing 10 minutes of high cadence, then 10 minutes of strength, and back into 10 minutes of high cadence. And I have a theory, by doing this I'm working my medium twitch muscle fibers in the strength phase along with my slow twitch muscle fibers. I'm also working my slow twitch muscle fibers, and that's a good thing in my mind, because again, along with that theory is that the more I build these fibers, the intermediate twitch fibers and the slow twitch fibers, the more they have the ability to take, when I'm riding at pace, the lactic acid build up from my short twitch muscle fibers and shuttle them across and then be used as energy. Because lactate is not a bad thing, it's actually a fuel source. But there's added benefit to what I'm doing too, and I'm working on what is commonly called fat adaption in the triathlete's circle, and definitely becoming more common knowledge that during training, when you're definitely working within the zone 2 training and building your base, is a really good optimal time to be working on fats as fuel source, mainly medium chain fats. And there's a good reason behind this. So what I'm doing is I'm having sort of lower to medium proteins, higher fats and lower carbohydrates, maybe about 50 grams a day from oats. The rest of the carbohydrates of course come from vegetables, and lots of leafy green vegetables at that. And there's a real reason behind that too. It's because during training, when I'm working the base phase of training, what I'm trying to achieve is the body to utilise the fat sources, try and get the enzymatic pathways to really start turning over and working with me, so I'm using less glycogen stores. And that's really important. So when I am racing, I've built this body that's using fat primarily as a fuel source, and it conserves energy within my muscle fibers, the glycogen levels of muscle fibers. And there's a real benefit to that too. It means that if I'm working off fat as a fuel source, moving from one hand to another, if I'm using from fat as a fuel source, it means when I do stick in carbohydrates in my water bottle, or if I ingest them along with some really good quality electrolytes, they'll be absorbed quicker. My body will suddenly start getting this awesome rocket fuel that it's really not used to during its training phases. And that's really good too, because it means I don't have to use lots of those high sugary foods and those hideous gels that everybody uses, that you see in Ironman when they all start running along the sidelines, spewing their guts out. I don't want to have that. So in training now, right here, and for the next couple of months definitely, especially within my longer phases, I'm working off that protocol. If you want to find anything more about it, please just get in touch. One last thing, if you thought about training today and you haven't got off your backside to do it because the weather was bad or you had a crappy day at work, I got up at 5:30 this morning and I've done a full day's work, and I've come back and done an hour and a half. I could have easily walked through that door and thought, fuck it, pardon the French, but I haven't, and neither should you, because it's all about focus, determination, head and heart. Have a good evening guys, speak to you soon.